a long time in the making because I want to say around October or so, when the season first started, and we
Mm-hmm.
watched how LeBron played. That's when we decided on moving forward with Exquisite. Um, but however, it had to be pitched to the higher ups at Upper Deck,
Yeah.
and it was met with a lot of resistance. It took about 3 months to get that product through the the ringer, like to get it finally approved to be produced. And with that being said, I actually wanted to call it UD Black instead of Exquisite. The OG name was
Right.
UD Black, which we brought later on
Mm-hmm.
um, during my tenure.
Right.
So with a team that worked on UD Black, but UD Black was the original name. In fact, I wanted the Upper Deck to take a full page ad in Beckett, the monthly Beckett, where the cold page would be black and maybe a black outline of a Upper Deck logo, and then the following month would say it's coming, and then finally present UD Black.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the name got changed, and I had 2 days to pivot and change it, and I called it Exquisite.
I see. Yeah.
So
So suppose you were able to call it UD Black, the
mhm.
overall colorway still will be white, right?
No,
Will still be white
well, I didn't really define it as that way.
at that moment.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I was just pitching the idea. It's a $500 per pack, and I want to call it UD Black, and
Mm-hmm.
it was met with
Mm-hmm.
resistance. Ideally, I do. I like the color black. Like you're wearing black, I'm wearing black. I know a lot of Asians like wearing black at parties and all that. Maybe it's a little bit more
Asian.
formal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a Tatum one. I got a Raptor one on. So the Raptor championship one on. So
I
um,
see.
I do like the color black. And then the other thing about it is that at that point in 2003 or in 2001, black was very popular. If you watch like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, it was a
Mm-hmm.
TV show with Regis Feldman. He would be wearing a black suit with a black tie and a black shirt, or
Mm-hmm.
at least a black shirt and black tie. So that was kind of in. And then, of course, American Express came out with their Centurion Black card at that time too.
Yeah.
So,
I see.
so the color black was a color that was synonymous with high end, and that's
Mm-hmm.
part of the reason why I wanted to call it UD Black. But
Mm-hmm.
as a result, we ended up calling it Exquisite. And the reason why I call it Exquisite was initially the design of the box wasn't going to be a cigar box. It was more like a
Mm-hmm.
jewelry box I wanted to do the design as. So I figured, well, the cards are like jewelry, so let's call it Exquisite because Exquisite has that as a
Mm-hmm.
good adjective for jewelry, right? So,
Right. Yeah.
so that's why it was called Exquisite.
But still,
But
that was still your term, right?
yeah,
You come up with the
yeah, I had
exquisite.
that.
Okay.
I had 2 days to come up with a name. I had to go through all the trademarks and find
Mm.
there's like so many names I had and it didn't work, right? Everything was being used in trading cards, and you'd be shocked at how many names are being used, whether it's a brand or an insert and such. So, finally I said Exquisite. No one's used Exquisite ever before. The one
Mm-hmm.
thing I do like names that begins with a vowel for some reason. I don't know what it is, and it just made sense to call it Exquisite Collection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has a nice sound to it. Right. So all those happening like since October of 2003, right? Like you got a 3 month
Yeah, yeah.
uh, green lighting, and then you go ahead,
Well,
and
that's
they
when
came
we
out
start
like
pitching.
June. So you have a 6 months to prepare everything, like from the design to get the material ready,
Yeah.
to get it signed and packaged and
Yeah.
everything.
Yes. So everything was done accelerated, but the lead times back when 2003 is not like today. The lead times
Mm-hmm.
were shorter, and we were okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we had to get the boxes costed first, and the boxes like I said, was going to be like a jewelry box, and then eventually we went with the seat. I think the oak box that we had, and it had the inner screws and all that. So it was kind of elaborate. It looks like a cigar box with the plexiglass top, and then truly at the end, the cost of the box that I wanted was going to cost like close to $100. So I said, well, you have to remember when we're selling at SRP at 500, there's also wholesale
Mm-hmm.
costs. So we're not getting $500,
Right.
and that includes the autos, the patches, the royalties. So obviously
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't work.
Right.
Eventually, the box that we end up getting cost us around $20 only. Those boxes cost $20, and I thought it was a bargain considering how nice it
Mm-hmm.
looked, even for the time. So definitely,
Yeah.
I really like the boxes.